This is Danny with QuadLugs, and we're going to put in the pan and the deck flatwood. We're using birch ply today. You can use basswood for the flatwood also. On this frame it was made 11 by 5. And so we had cut our pieces here 11 inches and all of these 5 inches. And it gave us a 5 by 11 inside dimension. And so for our wood to fit in, then it would be 1/8, 1/8, that's a quarter. So we subtract 5 from 1/4, 4 3/4. And the same this way, 1/8, 1/8, a quarter, 11 minus a quarter, 10 3/4. So that's what we cut the wood. It's an easy way for you to figure it out. You can also just put the wood up and just measure, from side to side. So our pan has been cut to 4 3/4 by 10 3/4. And we'll see it fits pretty good. So when we were prepping the adjustable arms, we had drilled these holes through. And with it turned over, we're going to drill with a 1/16 inch bit through the pan. When the ply was cut for the pan, you may notice some discoloration. No problem, it's going to be on the bottom. Okay, we're going to get our 1/16 inch bit and we're going to drill the hole. You want to hold your pan up in place. Just make sure you don't have your fingers underneath where you're drilling through. And we're going to drill one through. Now that it's drilled, we're going to put a screw in. We're using 3/8 screws here. So we'll grab a washer, screw, we're going to put this one in. That's done. So we're going to go to this side, and we're just going the opposite side. And we'll drill this one. Again, watch your fingers on the bottom. And we'll do the same here. We'll grab a washer and we'll screw this one in. We'll go ahead and complete the others. Okay, completed. This is where the deck is going to go. And this is the piece we'll put here. Again, that's 3 inches. From outside to outside that we had measured earlier. And if you measure the distance here, it's 6 1/4. So on this particular kit, it's pre-cut. If you're building your own, this is where you would measure it out and cut your wood. Also, on this particular kit, we're going to build this up a little bit because we have some controls going in this area, which is coming up next. So we're going to put these 2 pieces under. And this will extend the deck up so our controls will fit. So let's go ahead and get this glued. Again, we'll get our old towel. And again, some discolored there. You can sand this down if you want to. It's on the bottom. But if you want to sand it, you can just lightly sand it and all this will come off. Here's our glue. We're using super glue. RCA, and we'll put some in and we'll line up the corners. You have to do this pretty fast. This will set really quick, so be ready. And there you go. And this is already glued. Very quick. We'll do this one. Make sure we put it down right where we want it. Even it up. And we're done with it. Now we'll go ahead and glue it here and here. So we're going to, again, put some glue on. And we'll put it right where we want it to go. You can move it a little bit. You have a little bit of time, but not much. And you can see right there, it's already set. So just be careful with that. Just take your time, be ready, have it right where you want to be. It's done. So we're just going to double check everything, make sure it's smooth on the sides, you know, that it's in the right place. So now that we took a look at that and we're happy, we'll mark this. We're going to screw it in this area, although you could put it anywhere, but I normally put it here because it's inside and nothing's going to stick out from the bottom. So we'll line it up and it's good there. And we'll make us a mark about the center here. And then this way, also about center. So we're making a mark center this way. Then we're making the mark center this way. Now that this is done, we'll go ahead and put a mark. And the same here. And this is going to give us a location to drill. Then you can measure this and do the same thing there. Now that we have everything marked, we'll drill through. We're going to use, again, the 1/8 inch bit. And we'll drill through. Okay, we'll complete the others. Just try to hold your drill level this way and this way so it doesn't drift out like that. Super easy. If it does, no big deal. Okay, we're drilled up. So let's set this on top. And again, we'll make sure it's level here and here. Make sure we like that fit. 1/16 inch bit. And we're going to hold it down. We're going to drill through the body lug. And once again, we'll use a 5/8 long screw. Now, if you're not putting these pieces on, you can get by with a 3/8 long screw. But being that we're extending this up, we'll use the 5/8. We're not going to tighten this all the way down. We'll just put it there to hold it. And then we're going to go to the other side and we'll make sure our marks are where we wanted them. And we'll drill this one. Again, making sure it fits well. 5/8 long screw. We're ready to complete the other two. Again, making sure that it's smooth on all the sides. If you don't like it, or if you misdrill one, you can always move it, re-drill it again. So no big deal. Just make sure you like it. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is put our battery mount. We're going to put the battery on top. So with our battery mount, we have these pieces here. We're not going to use them on this install, but they're made for spacers to go underneath if it was raised up. We use that on our tricopter. But let's go ahead and take these off. You can save those for later, in case you build something else and you need the spacers, or if you need it for something else. Okay. And you'll see when the spacers are taken off, this piece comes off also, and there's your spacer. See where there's a little bit of material left here when you break them off? You can use a knife to get this off. You can use sandpaper. Okay, that's done. We're going to install the battery mount here. The battery's going to go this way and we'll have a strap on it. So we want this centered. Again, that's my choice. If you want to do yours different, you can. But I'm going to get the center of this. This was 6 1/4 inches. So the center is going to be about 3 1/8. This piece is about 1 inch wide. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it about 1 1/8 wide just so I can see it. Now we'll put us a couple lines just so we can make sure it's straight. This way, I'm just going to eyeball this, but you can measure it to get it right where you want it. And you'll see with the line we put here and the line here, we're going to put it right in about the center, and that's going to line it up pretty good. You can just measure from here to here, whichever way works for you. So we're going to mark where to drill. Again, we're going to use our 1/8 inch bit, and we'll drill these 4 out. Okay, that's done. We're going to use our 1/4 inch screws, and we'll install this. You don't want to tighten this up crazy tight. You could strip it out, but I'm going to show you a little trick here in just a second. When these are tightened, you'll find that this is really good. It'll hold a lot of weight. But what I normally do, just to make sure, I'll take my super glue and just put, just a little bit, just a drop on each side, and it will definitely lock it in. We have our strap. And this will hold your battery. And you'll find that you can use as big as a 5200, no problem. And this will give you some good flight time, and it fits perfect into there. So you can use, anywhere from a 1800 to a 5200 with ease, and it fits really well. On each side, we have some Velcro in the kit, and we'll put that in this location right here. We'll just measure. And I normally put it like this. You can put it this way, no problem. But I find this works really good. And if you have the opposite of the hook and loop on the battery, it works really, really well. So let's measure this. You'll see we need about 2 inches. I have it cut. We'll go ahead and install it. Your frame is now complete. ready for your motors. And that's what we're going to be doing next. After that, the controls. Then it's fly time. This is Danny. We'll see you soon.